Basically, we're just going to introduce these guys for everyone in the room. Some of you will have met them before, some of you won't. So who are you? What's your name? Where are you from? It's like blind date.
It is like blind date, isn't it? Yeah.
You need to stand up.
Really? Do you want me to go first? You want me?
I don't mind.
Oh, well, I thought you meant me to go over there, no? Oh, never mind. Hi, I'm Tony, and I come from Hertfordshire, and I spend a little bit of time in Spain, and I don't not do work, which is what Andy said. So I do spend a lot of time doing affiliate marketing, but I'm at the stage now where I can relax a little bit, so I do spend a lot of time just relaxing. Thank you, that's me.
Thank you very much. That's Tony.
Can I stay here?
Yes.
Thanks. I'm Carl, I'm from Nottingham, here. Hey! Thank you. Yeah, I do this full time. I don't know what you want to know about me. What's the questions?
What's your name?
Well, I've done those. That's it. That's it. Any questions? Sorry? ASL. ASL. I'm 31. I'm a male. And Nottingham. That's it.
Hi. I am Eloise. I am Sassy Money on the forum. And I come from Canada. And yeah, so I think I answered all the questions. Who are you? That's a big question. I'm a full-time affiliate marketer since 1 year and 8 months now. And that's it. What are your questions? What's next?
We've got how much time do you spend a day, per day, per week, and how much time do you spend affiliate marketing?
Oh, well, today it's been nothing because I'm here. But usually I sort of get up about 7-ish, maybe. Probably spend about 12 hours a day doing relevant stuff. Why are you laughing, Paul? That's a typical day of affiliate marketing, yeah? I just sort of plug away, get into the zone, and just do that. But when I'm in Spain, I don't do that. I just switch myself off and just sort of chill. A typical day for me is just writing about weight loss, a bit of penis enlargement maybe, and other stuff. It's just, you know, that's just a typical day for me. You write about that or you do that? I do that, yeah. Right. I wear a cygenetics device most of the time, but no weight loss because I lost a bit of weight, so I'm a bit trim now. Jesus. About 25 hours a day, no. Yes, similar to you, you know, sort of start about 8 o'clock, cup of coffee, you know, check my stats. Typical day sort of starts with keyword research, looking for trends. What's keyword research? Well, yeah, this is it. But the main thing is, you know, looking for sort of new trends every day. Google News, which has already been mentioned, just seeing what new weight loss products are out and writing about those. A lot easier to rank for than stuff that's been around for a long time. That's about it.
I would say that how much time I spend per day has been less and less and less. Like the first year I was really into the zone, working probably 14 to 16 hours a day. I did that all the time, working Saturdays and Sundays. And since it's been working, now I can like more relax and take vacation. But without having done that first year of really hard work every day of the week, 7 days a week, I don't think I would be here now. But now, obviously, it's more relaxed, and I check my stats a couple of times a day and make myself a coffee. Yeah, but you need that first push, get your network, set it up, and after that you can relax. But obviously, these two guys, they say, yeah, it's easy, and but obviously they've worked a lot before being able to say that, and it doesn't happen overnight. And probably the first 6 months of doing affiliate marketing, I did like one sale here and there, but wouldn't be able to live with the sales only for about, I would say like 8 months. After 8 months, I could live with the sales only, but it takes a lot of time, and it's not easy. But once you've had your website done and everything, then you can relax more.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
That's kind of following on. I'm interested to hear from you, Tony. What is your typical day in Spain?
Sort of wake up about 12ish with a little bit of a hangover. Maybe go down to the pool, have a quick swim, then sort of chill out for the rest of the day and go into a bar and get drunk, and then do it again. So that's kind of a typical day in Spain. But seriously though, when I'm in the UK and I'm in the zone, I do work. It's not a question of just like, you see us sitting here and the tag super affiliate does seem a little bit sort of false really. It feels as though we're a bit of a superhero, but it's not. It's all about hard work and a bit of luck as well. There's a lot of luck involved. And anyone says that there's no luck is completely untrue. You have to put in the hours, and sort of Cole's the same. So I remember Cole phoned me up once. He said, "Is there something I'm doing wrong?" And I said, "No, it's just keep plugging away, just keep doing it, because it does come. But what you got to do, you got to put in the hours, put the effort in. That's it."
Yeah, I'd agree with that. The problem is when you first start doing affiliate marketing, there's that much to learn. And you can sort of just get bogged down with everything. There's so many forums and advice to read. But you just basically every day you've just got to write. It's not. We make this look a glamorous job. It's not, is it? At the end of the day, it's about hard work. And if you can't go to bed every night, I think you've done everything that you could possibly do. You've got 3 or 4 articles a day if you can do it. Then you're sort of cheating yourself at the end of the day. As they've both said, once you start, to get to a stage where you can slack off a bit, that's fantastic. But I think for those first 6 months of being an affiliate, it's probably the hardest. If you can get past that, it sort of just gets easier. The more sites that you've got, when you build a new site, you link to your new sites, you sort of instantly get a push in the rankings and your job just gets easier. So that's it basically.
So in the first 6 months, how do you stay motivated? And how, the question from actually Adam was, he's heard that earning lots of money can get a bit boring. No. So how do you...
never gets boring.
How do you motivate yourself?
I mean, myself, I'd say I've got quite an addictive personality, so that helps with this kind of thing. If I think there's a way of making it work, I'll just keep going, basically. I think the thing with this is if I can see someone else doing it and doing well, then I think, well, surely,
You'll surpass them.
Yeah, well, no, but anyone can do it, and that's basically what got me onto this. If I didn't know there's people in Moorniche already making money, I probably wouldn't have pursued it so much. But I knew that it was a good network and people were doing well, and that's what made me carry on. And it is almost like a game, sort of trying to beat these guys. And
it doesn't feel like money, does it? It feels like points.
Yeah, it is. It's like a game, basically. So that's what keeps me motivated, and spending money, obviously.
Tony, how do you stay motivated?
I do look at the top 10 quite occasionally, and when Cole leapfrogged me, that sort of really motivated me because he's had a bit of a run in form. So I've dropped down the stats a little bit. So my motivation is basically Cole at the moment. He's beat me today as well, which is yeah. Well, I haven't checked my stats. So that's me basically. Yeah. He's what?
You did beat me yesterday.
Yeah. Well, it's a long-term thing, isn't it? So.
Eloise, how do you motivate yourself, if you do at all?
Yeah, sometimes it gets hard because you don't have, like, when you work in the office, you have your colleague and you have your boss to please. But since you're on your own bus and you're working by yourself in front of a computer, that's the main form of demotivation. And so I stay motivated. Well, I guess every time I refresh my stats and I say, "Oh, a new sale," that is some kind of motivation. And I see my traffic is growing, and I'm doing more sales. And as well, I like to introduce a new product and new way of doing marketing as well. I get very excited for the first 3 weeks with every one of my site, and then I lose not that site again. So I just build another one, and build another one, and build another one, and so everything keeps fresh and new. So that's how I get motivated.
How long have you seen, in the time that you've been with Moorniche, affiliate marketing, have you seen things change? And how have they changed, or have you just not noticed it?
Obviously, the free trials, which More Niche never did, it went totally like it went super. You could do a lot of quick and easy money, but now it's absolutely dead. Don't even lose your time. It's not converting anymore. But I try to always find like the next best products, and I started with Practal, and then after we got Ali, and then after we got the free trial, and now it seems to be Capsiplex. So you have to always find the next best thing, and that's going to make you a lot of money. But the thing is, it makes you a lot of money for a very short time. So you always have to get the next best thing, and it doesn't stay for long, unfortunately. Everything dries down.
Have you noticed anything change in the last few years?
Well, there's more products. When I first started, it was just Proactol. That was the only weight loss product, and now More Niche have got 700, is it, weight loss products? So there's quite a lot there to choose from, and sometimes you can lose focus a little bit. Sort of Proactol has slipped a little bit, and that's probably due to the fact that there's lots of other products that have been introduced. I mean, my websites are guilty of that. First of all, I just had like the one product, and I was pushing traffic, just that one product, but now it's got a little bit diluted, and it's probably lost out. I think Proactol's lost out a little bit, so I've sort of changed focus a little bit. But then Capsiplex came out, and it's just blown everything out of the water. It's like a very, very easy sale. So I think, what was the next question? How's the landscape? I haven't really noticed it. I mean, what I normally do, I normally just bury myself and don't look at forums. I keep sort of an eye on the newspapers, and if there's anything weight loss related, then I'll write about it. But I tend not to get bogged down and just put the blinkers on. But if you do sort of spend your time looking at forums, then you're just writing about what everybody else is writing about, just rebranding and just coming up with the same old rubbish. So try and be a little bit unique.
Yeah, I just agree. I mean, you know, the main change is obviously just all the new products that's coming out, and different niches as well. I mean, with this night calm, I think that's going to be quite an interesting niche for the future. I mean, in terms of affiliate marketing changing, I think there's probably more focus now on sort of fresh content within Google. I think they're really starting to pick up on that. Obviously, there's a lot of sites out there that are ranking really well that's just got old content on, which is not really much use to anybody. So they're going to continue to go that way, I would say.
Do you outsource? Would you like to outsource, and kind of what parts of the job are, I guess, more tedious and you would outsource potentially? Yeah,
I do use outsourcing, but I never use outsourcing for content. That's one thing I wouldn't use. Just in terms of conversion, really. Link building, definitely, because it's just such a long task, especially if you're doing blog commenting and things like that. It can take you a long time, and there's people that are just prepared to do link building very, very cheaply. If you can outsource anything that you don't enjoy, outsource basically. I mean, you've got to enjoy your job if you want to get the best out of it. Luckily for me, I do enjoy writing content, and I know some people do struggle with that, so that may be something that they might want to look at outsourcing. If you do outsource that, and I have outsourced content in the past, just keep an eye on it in terms of what hits you're getting, and just make changes to it if it isn't converting. That's it, basically.
I don't outsource at all. I normally write all my own content. I've tried to get other link builders involved, but it just doesn't really sort of work out, because some of the links you get are just complete rubbish. And what Craig was saying about the quality of links is really, really important. When I had one site that had so many links, we just couldn't rank. So, I just tend to just keep everything sort of in-house and just do it all myself. Because your content is the most important thing, because it's the thing that converts. It's your sales page. I did actually have a few guest posts on other blogs, but that didn't really work out too well, because after a while, other webmasters, they shouldn't do it, they delete your link. So they got free content, and they delete your link. So just for me, and I will in the future, just continue just to do things on my own, no outsourcing. That's probably different to how you lot have been taught, but that's just me. Everything on my own.
Yeah, I don't outsource as well. I don't trust no one, and I'm a control freak, so there is no way that someone will touch my site or know my site. And yeah, sorry, but it's just that I like to do things my own way, and as well, I don't do link buildings because I don't want nobody to know my sites, no competition, and as well, yeah. So you have to spend time checking if your links are still there, and for me it's just a waste of time. I'd rather link on my own sites and build a new website or add content. For me it's just a waste of time. So I do everything by myself.
Or perhaps have another coffee instead.
Yeah.
In terms of affiliate marketing, do you think it's going to change? How will it change? How will you change? That's a no.
I found something that worked now, so I don't see why I would change. Maybe if I'm forced, yeah. If like I rely a lot on SEO, so if like for some reason my website don't rank anymore, I'll need to look and see what's and look into it and probably make a few changes. But now I find a technique that works for me, so why would I change? It just works.
If you were starting out in affiliate marketing from scratch, what would you do?
Join more niche, definitely. I think I'd just do the same thing that I've just done for the last 5 years, though, but I'd cut out the first 3 months, just, as I said, searching through forums, trying to find questions, or rather answers to questions, because I thought everybody knew something that I didn't. So I spent so many months just trawling through forums, trying to find a secret to generate traffic. But there isn't really a secret, it's just plugging away, just doing it. And you do need a lot of luck, and that's the main thing, you do need luck. I know that we spoke about this and you sort of disagreed, but the harder you work, the luckier you get. And you might get a URL just for no reason, just ranking really, really highly. And you try and follow what that's done, and you just produce more sites, and then you get a little bit more lucky. Am I waffling away from the question?
No, it's fine.
So what would I do differently? Nothing really, just continue what I've been doing. Just that.
If I was to do this again, I would have got a lot more sites going right from the outset. The problem is I put a lot of focus in for the first sort of 3 or 4 months just into building one site, which still to this day doesn't rank so well for the terms that I want it to. Whereas other sites that I've hardly spent any time at all on, just been lucky with the domain more than anything, are ranking really well. So you're probably best just to buy about 5 different domains, put a bit of content on each one every day, and you'll find that one will just outperform the others by a lot. The other thing as well, when I first started, is going after keywords that are just impossible to rank for. As I said earlier, trend type keywords when something new comes out is obviously a lot easier. So that's my advice.
Let's have a new question.
Oh,
Love a question.
What has been your most challenging moment as an affiliate marketer?
Trying to outrank him for Capsiplex.
yeah, probably when I see like my site copied or my image stolen, or that's probably like. But challenging moment. It's hard to. It takes a lot of time to begin in the business, and it's hard to at the beginning. But then you kind of get a. It becomes so much easy that now I write content. I don't even think about it. Now I know my subject all right. So it was hard to begin with, but now I don't think my job is very hard. It's not.
It's easy, isn't it? Just
yeah.
do what you do. Just wake up in the morning, just do what you did yesterday. Just different subject. After a while, you get to the zone.
Yeah,
yeah.
It becomes easier and easier.
I suppose the biggest challenge is trying to get, not motivated, but just trying to, like for example, when Capsiplex launched and you had something to do that day, you just had to stay in and just write the content. And that is sort of a little bit of a challenge, especially when you've just been working hard the next day and you've got to do it all again, because you can't just do 12-hour days, 12-hour days, 12-hour days, you'll have a break. And sometimes you get forced into it, which is what happened last week. So we were just forced into it.
Probably just keeping on top of all the projects. The thing with affiliate marketing is it's just never ending. There's just that much that you need to do. If you wrote it all down, it'll just take pages, and just sort of keeping on top of everything. There's a lot of projects that I started a couple of months back that I've still not done anything with. There's just not enough hours in the day at all. That's the most challenging thing for me, is getting on top of everything.
How do you decide which merchants to promote?
I mean, for me, because obviously there's all these new products here now, but when I started here, there wasn't so many. So I've just naturally progressed, and each time there's been a new product, I've just thought if I'd buy it myself, then I'd it's worth it. If I don't think it's a very good product and I wouldn't buy it myself, I find it hard to write about.
Also, price is important as well. If you've got a product that's very, very expensive, then it's just not going to convert. So I prefer to do something that's got like a very very competitively priced. You look at the competition, look at other brands, and see how they're priced. If the product that's, for example, if Mornisha put a product in that's very, very expensive, then I just won't touch it, because I just do mainly weight loss and not male health. So basically, I just stick to something that's got a competitive price point.
Yeah, you have to find something that you like promoting as well. Like for me, I like doing diet stuff, but for PE, it's very hard for me to write about, because I cannot really get interested in the problem. So yeah, so I try. Every time I get like a cygenetic commission, I'm like, oh, today it's penis day. I'm gonna write about it, and I'm all motivated. And then I get in front of my computer, I write 3 lines, and it's like, oh my God, I cannot do it. But so you have to find a product that you like seriously, because if you spend like 10 hours a day writing about stuff, small willies, and nah, doesn't work.
Okay.
That's it.
We're kind of there. I'm going to throw it out to the audience to ask some questions, basically. So who wants to ask a question? Go for it.
What do you think we need to be thinking about in terms of apps? Because I can just see a lot of search coming through with an app on a touch screen, but you don't even need to open the browser. There'll be an app there. Do you think that we need to be looking at apps rather than websites long term?
Yeah. I don't do it personally, but look, if nobody is doing it, you have the full market just open for you. Go ahead, do it. No, if nobody is doing it and you're the only one, you've got no competition. It's going to be easier for you, and you can make a lot of money with it. So I don't do it personally. Do you?
I don't. I'm sort of pretty old school. Sort of my knowledge of the technical side is pretty much zero, really. I just concentrate on the content. I don't use any automated tools whatsoever. It's just completely manual. So, when Craig was talking, a lot of that just went over my head, and I've been doing this 5 years, seriously.
Yeah, I think we're all sort of quite blinkered, aren't we, nowadays? We just do the same thing every day, so we don't really think about what's coming out. As we said earlier, if something will come out that will change affiliate marketing, and obviously you've got to adapt, or you die, So at the moment, I would just keep things as they are. But if there's something new coming out and you want to look onto it, it is an untapped market, I suppose. Yeah, it's going to change. I mean, we're not going to be sat here in 5 years talking about the same thing. It's moving that fast. Who knows? Who knows what the future is? It's adaptation, isn't it? If you can stay ahead, that's the thing we're going to struggle with. That's what we need to be looking out for. You guys coming up like you, and looking at your apps and all this stuff that we know nothing about.
Last year, he was a newbie.
I was a newbie last year, yeah. I was doing pay-per-click. When I first started, I started with pay-per-click. Because, when you start, you just can't rank for anything. It's as simple as that. So you've got to take a hit, and you've got to share your profits a little bit with Google. And I did pay-per-click, which gave me the money to get more things going and obviously proved to me that it actually worked. And then I've eventually phased pay-per-click out, but I still use it to this day. And if it wasn't for pay-per-click a few weeks back, I wouldn't have had the kind of week that I had. So I know there's a lot of people here that just won't touch it. I think you should personally.